something else. Option 3 was Gale plus Dorogray, which I actually think could also be a vibe. I do think the Knickers one was probably the weakest setup. But Knickers is a good card. For sure. Okay, cool. So we can, proactivity, look at this. We've got the Fleder in hand. 2 Fleders. We can get rid of Operator. We don't want to bottom deck it. We do want to consider what card we would like to bottom deck, though. Hand is good. I don't think we need Maxi. We could bottom deck an Undying Thirst. Maybe. Possibly. Not sure. This seems like a good card to bottom deck. Let's go Operator Perry first. Guys, where's the Operator? I flipping drew the Operator. Oh, that's awkward, isn't it? Oopsies. It's fine. To be fair, Operator might not have even been the best opening play because it requires a leader charge probably, right? So I'm just going to be wanting to like go natural selection and whatnot. But also like I would have quite liked to have had something like Toad Prince, Drowner, natural selection. What do we put in hand here? Probably Detlef, right? Been off this. Maybe Detlef wasn't the best pickup here. Not too sure. So the idea of clicking the truffle was to protect us from boiling oil. Lesser Witch is popping off, by the way. This is a balanced card, by the way. Very, very balanced. Yeah, this is where Toad Prince would be a much better card to have put in hand than Detlef. Definitely a misplay on my part. I fucking hate Vengeance, man. NR is definitely my least favourite faction these days. I probably need to rename myself from Temerian Specimen to something more fitting.
What do you want?
Such a pretty filthy play, mate. It's unfortunate. So the big question is, what the hell am I supposed to do? I really regret putting Detlef in hand. Everything just went a little bit wrong with this truffle play too, right? Like I would have had fled in on a turn sooner. They would have had to answer it straight away with Selkirk. Basically, like this all just went wrong because of my fact that I had to go for truffle because I misplayed with the Nero. I don't really want to use my damage removal. I could just take a pass. Pretty unfortunate. Used the leader charge, used truffle, used the Nero. Basically, it all went wrong. Like, I feel like this whole round goes so much better if I operated first. And then the Detlef in hand was also a little bit misjudged, I think. If I operated first, I have to Selkirk first, which slows down all the other engines. But also, like, I could have had truffle carryover and stuff too, right? Obviously, good chance I missed that laugh. Not much I can do about that though. What the hell is that, guys? Is that a bug? That's not a real card, is it?
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
I remember they changed it. It's just so bad, mate. It's actually so trash. So we end up like basically being 2 leader charges less than we should have. And also no guarantee that I draw my flip in. Also, I got like... okay, we drew Regis. I got like really badly bled here. It shouldn't have been quite as difficult for us. The one's worst card on the deck. Apart from Maxi. Okay, so we missed Armored Arrakis, Crimson Curse. Also, the Fleder was my proactive play here, right? Ah, it just went so badly, man. I played this so horrifically badly. Incubus was my proactive play, rather. This was just a stinker for myself, but never mind. Yeah, I'm just throwing this game super fucking hard, actually. We'll just go next. Just accept that this was really, really poor from me. Just going next. Just on to the next one. Just forget about that game. It all went very wrong, didn't it? It all went very, very wrong. I won it in this hand, right? It was actually the worst card in many ways. Not the worst card. Oh, it was Mulligan Undying Thirst. I didn't this game, right?
Come closer. Come on now.
So they're struggling for proactivity. We have the option of going Crimson Curse, perhaps.
You miss one bloody lecture on portals, and it's your life.
Oh shit, almost. Oh, lost the 50-50 Rippers. Okay. My positioning's also wrong, right? In case I want to play Detlef, I should have put them here next to the Akimara. Or rather, I should have put Operator far to the left. Blood Moon is popping off, mate. Operator, it's got Drowner synergy. It's giving me Fleder value without having to try. It's actually massively popping off.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
It looks like a shuffle because Anero's near the bottom. Heatwave isn't that good in this matchup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's a keep though, right? I just miss Heatwave basically. I think it's a keep. Crimson Curse is popping off, mate. It really is.
Nothing turns my guts more
Wow.
than a filthy bitch.
We can Incubus.
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
Incubus also synergizes with this, by the way. Look at that. Main thing is I want to play a second Incubus in this deck, to be honest. So maybe it's just the Knickers approach, mate. Like, as I was saying, I kind of wanted to mulligan this Armored Arrakis. I think it's Knickers. I think it's Knickers double Incubus. I really do. This gives us that like little bit of extra consistency too. Mate, like Incubus is too good not to play two of. Card is so cracked. It's even just kind of decent on Lesser Witch, right? You go Incubus Lesser Witch, give them like a 4p card that they don't care about. And then it just makes your second Lesser Witch more points, right? It's actually just decent. We could Drowner this, but we've also just got a decent selection, right? I could be going leader, but I'm not going to. I don't think I need to. Again, my positioning of this Kimara is kind of costing me. This is where Armored Arrakis could actually be good though, right? But again, Undying Thirst, Feast for Blood would have also been fine here, right? Not that many more points. Yeah, I'm ditching Armored Arrakis. I was the only one voting for Spear Tip. Spear Tip wasn't an option, mate. Spear Tip's good, but it just doesn't fit provisions-wise. We could take the pass. Seems like a good time to pass. This card's not bad. I just don't love it, man, to be honest. Second Incubus seems cool. Second Incubus seems good, and the Knickers you can't really complain with, right? It's just like a Sunset Wanderers, but better for this deck. See, before we cast Scroll. I'm not going to use a leader charge, mate, to be honest. Round 1 should be a cruise. Like, you always just overdo it with this deck. I actually think this deck looks super smooth now, to be honest. Again, we wanted to mulligan. Like, we're so happy to play our 4s, so a card like Knickers just makes so much sense. It's also why a Neuromancy's fine, right? Like, you're happy a lot of the time to like a Neuromancy for something like a Drowner or a Lesser Witch or a Undying Thirst. Cards are just nutty. Why they not tried Draft yet? I mean, I've tried Draft before, just not like super recently, right? Yeah, I mean, this is a keep, and then we'll just put Muzzle in hand, right? Simple. So what do we put to the bottom of the deck? I guess we still are undecided on that. Maybe the Feast for Blood, rather. We could just pass here, I think. Yeah, I mean, you could play a Pillar in this deck, but what would you actually kick for it? That's the problem. Like, the other cards are so good, man. Kind of played into that, unfortunately, didn't we? Oh, wow. We could pass. We just traded Crimson Curse for Witchfinder. That's not so bad. We could actually just pass here, right? Save Heatwave for something else. Heatwave trades down so badly to Witchfinder. Not sure Knickers is popping off here, unfortunately. So basically, rather than trying to win round 1, we save leader charges. We traded pretty well overall. Like, there's a bit of a shame I had to play the Crimson Curse, but then the fact I play the Crimson Curse and get Witchfinder, we're happy to have actually played the Crimson Curse. I know we've had a lot of discussion over why am I mulliganing Undying Thirst, but this deck where I'm playing against has a bunch of tool punish. I still think Natural Selection's good. I'm never going to kick Fledder. Oh, I actually know what I'm drawing, right? The next card is a Neuromancy, so we should just take the mulligan, probably for the Drowner. What about making no unit organic? I mean, you could. Sounds kind of bad, though. Truffle popping off yet again. Very weird they decided not to play into this at all. They just didn't have any profit cards, I suppose. Okay, next card is Incubus. We don't want the Lesser Witch anymore. Do I really have use for double Incubus? Probably not, right, in this situation. I probably don't. So we mulligan one. And the next card is a Drowner. We just keep this hand, right? Drowner or... I think Natural Selection's better, probably. Maybe Drowner's better, though.
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
Are we interested in going... Maybe Incubus was a troll mulligan, man. Maybe it was just a troll mulligan, right? Because I can just kill this one. Maybe it was just better than Drowner. So the question is, do I want to lead a charge? I think the answer is no, right? Pretty sure the answer is no. The reason for that is I only have 3 leader charges. And they can't just kill this straight away. It's impossible for them to do that. Oh, the synergy, guys. We definitely get rid of that though, because I can start like bounty and then actually answering cards for it. It's not the best Regis, is it? Professor is a good point. It's a very good point. I guess I got lucky. How you doing, Trusky? Good to see you, my friend. Is this an easy Drowner or an easy Heatwave? I guess it's an easy Drowner. The Heatwave wasn't too bad either though. But this gets our Thrive card down on the board, so probably just edges it. It's also a consideration for Heatwave. Can't play around Philippa, unfortunately. Want to get the debt left down ASAP. Front or back? We could also go a Nero for Incubus first. This is obviously likely my best Heatwave. Basically, I just don't want to bleed the Freak Show, right? Because then I won't get the Fleder value. And I want to get the Debt Left down now. Then I want to play Incubus next turn. Maybe I even just go Undying Thirst though, right? Instead of another Incubus, in fairness. Imagine Arrakis now. I know, we just ditched it. The thing is though, we just don't, like, we only have, it looks like we have like room for it in our hand, but we really didn't. We would have had to have mulliganed it at some point, right? Okay, so now the final decision is, are we taking another Incubus, or are we probably more likely just going to take an Undying Thirst? If we're taking Undying Thirst, we should take the Undying Thirst now, right? We've already seen Morelsi. No, we haven't. Tripping. Maybe this was bad because this plays further into Tool Punish, right? Basically.
I can't wait to hear your wicked
Yeah.
sizzle.
Maybe just another Fleder was better, I think. In the Undying First was a bait. They have 2 spenders. I guess they don't because that died. They could have.
Your powers of deduction seem to wane little bit.
Pretty close game, to be fair. Let's go!
The eternal fire casts a long shadow.
I definitely was not supposed to take the Undying Thirst, mate. They played for like 4 points. So the last game we were able to not leader charge the Fleder and it felt pretty good. However, this time, like if they slam Saskia and I've got a curse scroll, it's quite risky. So I think we should go just Operator plus leader charge this time, right? No grind so far after 50 hours. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, I mean, the only MMO I've really ever played before was New World, and I really did enjoy it a lot. The art style is a bit odd on Lost Ark, just from what I've seen. But it's different, isn't it? Definitely excited to play it. Give it a spin. So we need to decide what card goes to the bottom of the deck. Lesser Witch is a real option. Maybe a natural selection too. Oh, wow.
Special price, just for you, love.
So I'm just going to take a selection rather than Toe Prince because I've already committed a lot of points. All female outfits are wildly skimpy. I don't think that's a good thing necessarily.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Okay, it's definitely another keep. In terms of what we curse scroll away, I'm guessing it's the Lesser Witch. This is a 10-point card though, potentially. Is there ever really a hand I'm going to keep double Lesser Witch in hand though? It's a 10. Maybe just get rid of the natural selection, right? There's a Fledin in the bottom, so I think I'm just going to put that in hand. We can kind of a Neuromancy for it if we need it. I also don't think this seems like a pretty good pass. I'm pretty far ahead, right? I could have even considered... I don't want to use another leader charge. I really like this deck. It just seems like a vibe. No, I'm just going to pass. Maybe this is dumb because of Saskia and whatnot. Probably is a little bit. Probably is a little bit dumb. But equally I have a bunch of points myself in the long run, right? With Crimson Curse, Detlaf. I have lots of control tools. Maybe this was a mistake. When we go Saskia, we're going to Crimson Curse and just start bleeding the Saskia straight away. It's fine. Yeah, we're going to be playing Lost Ark maybe in like 20 minutes or so. 30 minutes? Not sure exactly. I think it's an hour long, the bounty. And again, I'm hoping to play some Pokemon soon too. I've got my Switch now, but it's not quite set up properly with a capture card. I need to find it. I have a capture card somewhere that works with it, but I need to have a look for it. If I can't find it, I have not seen it in like 2 years, so I'm going to just actually order a new one. That's enough points by 1. Very odd deck, isn't it? Sasuke around 3 could be awkward. True. True, true, true. I also have Truffle carryover. So Lesser Witch is going to be a mulligan. Sure. You know I said I had Truffle carryover? Actually a lie. So my curse scroll was very bad. I put a Fleder in hand instead, mate. I'm actually 1 off. Question is, does Incubus go? No way, right? Undying Thirst? I mean, Incubus is also like my only dry pass. I've had a real stinker here. Oh wait, I do have it. Woohoo! Haha! Truffle carry Omega lol to you, mate. Oh, thank God. I was being blind. There was 2 Incubuses and then a Neuromancy, but I hit both Incubuses and I didn't realise. Yeah, the other thing about Lesser Witches in this deck previously is you would play Sabbath, right? And they just make your Sabbath significantly worse. Oh, Glaze is another deck I actually do want to try still with Cyanna, mate. Cyanna and Glaze. Okay, we have a Muzzle, guys. Muzzle can enter this hand. What goes? It's kind of insane. Like, what the hell goes? Is it... It's never Incubus. Incubus is just... Maybe it's Incubus? Sure. I guess it's Incubus. Okay. In terms of proactivity, we are only really looking at Incubus as an option.
No worries. Sins of the flesh are my speciality.
It's Incubus in case they don't answer the Fleder. Now the question is, do we want a leader? Their guerrilla tactics just answers this straight away if we don't. We could also just mushy Truffle though to keep it alive instead of a leader charge, right? That's kind of interesting as an option. Puts it at 6, which is much more difficult to answer. I actually kind of like it. Like, okay, we lose a point on 2 points on Truffle, but we get to save a leader charge, which is worth significantly more when we've got more Fleders down, right? And the reason we mulligan Incubus is, like, if this one gets answered, then it's just not doing anything, basically. So we could go for another Fleder now. And now we go Detlaf.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Do you guys reckon it's got to be worth muzzling? It does slow down all our engines by a turn though, which is a pretty big deal, right? Okay, that would have been a better muzzle, huh? That's a bit of a pain because of Crimson Curse situation. I guess we're looking at Feast for Blood as the Neuromancy target now then. Yeah, I mean, I guess we still just slam it on this row and hope that we don't hit the dunker first. Nice. Yeah, but even then just using the order, right? It's a nice heatwave target. Haha! It's an glaze deck, innit? What a deck, man. What a deck. We're just popping off, mate. We really are. Is Heatwave better on Thunderbolt? Thunderbolt's worth like 12, right? You can make a case for it, for sure. Schmolliglace.
You'll never take one plowing step further.
I guess I wasn't supposed to damage it. Oops. I really wasn't supposed to damage it, was I? That was kind of dumb. Oopsies. Oopsie daisy. This is where Feast for Blood would be a better finish. Oh, they've got the Cyana! What a Chad. I'm actually nervous. Oh, this goes through armor. That's cool. Should have Toe Prince and Eki. That'll be literally less points, though. Mate, a Glaze Cyana's insane. Oh my god, they didn't draw the Glaze until last second. This is a deck I want to try myself. I do think Forge is a better leader of choice though still, because you can combine the leader with Cyana, right? With Fran and stuff.